أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh and welcome to our class today. I hope and pray that everyone is doing very well and keeping safe. And Jazakumullah to all who have joined our class on time today. We'll start off with our daily dua. And if I could please have a student on the mic for that.
Assalamu alaikum. Can G1 315 unmute their mic?
Jazakumullah. G1 315. Assalamu alaikum. G1 315, are you there? Okay, could we try someone else?
G1 379. Can you please unmute your mic?
G1 379. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well. Okay, so we're going to read our opening dua for today. So let's start with Dawood. So repeat after me, please. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Good, well done. And Tasmiyah. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Brilliant, well done. And just before we move on, let's read the translation. So could you start from here, where my hand is?
I seek refuge with Allah from Satan the rejected.
Yeah, well done. Satan, or in Urdu, it's called Shaitan. Well done. Satan the rejected. Excellent. And next is Tasmiyah.
In the name of Allah, the gracious, the merciful.
Brilliant. Let's go down to Tuesday's dua. So we're going to read from here. Rabbi zidni ilma.
Rabbi zidni ilma.
Excellent. One more time. Rabbi zidni ilma. Excellent. Good. Well done. And could you read the translation?
Oh my Lord, increase me in knowledge.
Well done. And this is from?
Taha 115.
Good. Well done. So this beautiful prayer is from the Holy Quran, Surah Taha, and verse 115. Excellent. Good. Well done. Jazakumullah G1379 for reading that for us today. Jazakumullah Hafiz. So let's move on to our class etiquettes. So as always, please ensure that you are logged in today with your correct IDs. Okay, so those are the IDs that you were given when you were accepted to join our course. So please ensure that that's the ID that you've displayed today. Please also ensure that before every class you do ablution or wudu. You should also be wearing clean clothes. Your heads should be covered appropriately. And you should be sitting in a nice and quiet place, okay? So that's when you come to the mic, we can all hear you clearly as well, and so that you are able to concentrate to the best of your ability as well. It would also be really good if your parents are sitting next to you or near you so that they can help you wherever needed. So please bear in mind all these class etiquettes throughout our classroom today. So the agenda for today's class is as follows. Today is Tuesday, the 28th of September, and we will be covering the rule of vertical Kasra in today's class, inshallah. The material we're going to be using in today's class is from the Talimul-Quran book, second edition, and we're covering lesson number 9. And this is found on page number 55. And we'll be doing some practice text in today's class. We'll be looking at some practice text, and that will be exercise 9.1 and 9.2. Okay, so the reason we show you all this material at the beginning of class is so that you can take note of it, or your parents can take note of it, and then inshallah after class, when we set you your homework, it will be from this material, so you can look back at it after class. So please do ensure that you note this down. So the rule we're covering, like I said, is vertical kasra. Okay, and this is lesson number 9. The title for this lesson is long stretch kasra, and the rule is vertical kasra. The rule is as follows: when the stroke of kasra is vertically placed below a letter, it is called vertical kasra. So the stroke of kasra is the stroke that you looked at last week. So I hope you've been doing your homework and revising over the weekend as well. And you all understand what kasra is. Okay. Now today's lesson of vertical kasra is when that stroke of kasra is vertically placed below the letter. Vertically means in a straight line going from top to bottom. Okay, so it's a small line going from top to bottom, and that's what vertically means. So that's what we're looking at today. And inshallah, in just a bit, I'll show you what vertical kasra looks like so you're able to recognize it properly. Now, a letter bearing, or you could also say carrying, a vertical kasra should be stretched for approximately 2 seconds or 2 counts. So timing is extremely important. Just like last week, we were ensuring that timing is perfect. Today, this week as well, inshallah, we'll be focusing on your timing. So any letter that you see it has a vertical kasra on it should be stretched for 2 seconds or 2 counts. So your sound needs to be stretched for 2 seconds or 2 counts. And that's something we're really going to be focusing on in today's class, inshallah. So we're going to be covering exercise 9.1 and 9.2, and we'll aim to have as many students on the mic today as possible, and we'll be going through some examples with you from these exercises. So let's have a student on the mic, please, for the first exercise.
And G1 680, unmute their mic.
G1 680. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well. Jazakumullah for asking. So we're going to start off with exercise 9.1. And in this exercise, we can see in the first column over here that we have the letter alif. Yes, well done. This is the letter alif. Now, right next to that, we see alif again. This time it has a stroke underneath it. Can you tell me what stroke this is? What's this stroke called? Can you remember from last week? Should I help you out? Yeah, so this is the stroke of kasra. Okay, it's a slanted stroke placed beneath the letter. So this is the stroke of kasra. Can you say that for me?
Yeah.
Say kasra.
Kasra.
Excellent. Well done. So this is the stroke of kasra. So make sure you remember that for next time, okay? So alif with a kasra, we need to pronounce this sound for 1 second or 1 count. Okay, so you just did that. Well done. That was a good sound that you made, but just wait for me to say it as well, okay? So alif with a kasra is pronounced as E.
E.
Good, well done. So we're not stretching it for a long amount of time. It's simple, quick, 1 second or 1 count sound, okay? One more time, E.
E.
Well done. Now moving on to the next column, we have again the same letter alif. Again, it has the stroke of. Can you tell me what the stroke is? Same one as this one. Starts with kasra. Excellent, good. So this slanted stroke is the same one as we looked at in this column over here. This is the stroke of kasra. And again, so alif with a kasra is pronounced E.
E.
Brilliant. Well done. Okay. So nice and softly, but not for stretching it longer than one count. Now, next to that, we have again the same letter, alif. This time it has this stroke underneath it. Now, this stroke is what is called a vertical kasra. Okay. And you can see that it's basically the stroke of kasra, which has been kind of turned on its side. And it's now going from top to bottom. It's a vertical line. So this is called vertical kasra. Can you say that for me? Vertical kasra.
Vertical kasra.
Excellent. Good. Well done. This is kasra and this is vertical kasra. Okay, so please ensure that you start learning these words so that you're able to understand them properly. Okay, so now alif with a vertical kasra. Now, what happens to our sound is that the sound we made over here for alif with a kasra is now doubled. So we spend double the time that we did for a kasra on vertical kasra. So we have to make our sound last for about 2 counts. So we're going to say e.
E.
Good, well done. Just 2 counts is enough, okay? E.
E.
Good, brilliant, well done. Now moving on. Again, we have an alif with a vertical kasra. So again, we're producing the same sound, making sure we hold it for about 2 counts. E.
E.
Excellent. Now next to that, we have an alif with a kasra. So this will be for 1 count. E.
E.
Excellent. So do you hear the difference between a vertical kasra and a kasra?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one's longer? Which one do we pronounce for 2 counts? What
The
stroke?
first one.
The first one, the vertical kasra, yes? Yeah. Excellent. Good. Well done. Let's move on to the next example now. This is the letter ba this time, okay? Now this ba has a kasra underneath it, so we're only going to pronounce it for 1 count. We're going to say B.
B.
Excellent. Now the same letter with a vertical kasra underneath it this time. So we're going to stretch it for 2 counts now. We're going to say B.
B.
Well done. Next, we have the letter ta. This time it has a vertical kasra underneath it. So how many counts are we going to spend on this?
2.
2 counts. So we're going to say T.
T.
Well done. Now ta with a kasra this time. How many counts?
1.
1 count. So we're saying T.
T.
Excellent. Next, we have the letter tha, and it has a vertical kasra underneath it. So 2 counts being spent on this. Fi.
B.
Well done. Then we have the letter tha, but with a kasra this time. Fi.
B.
Good. Well done. Excellent. That was really, really nicely read. Just learn the names of the strokes. Okay, so vertical kasra and kasra. That's the 2 that we're focusing on in this exercise. Okay, so remember to practice that. But otherwise, well done. Excellent. Really nicely read today. Jazakumullah. Let's have another student on the mic, please.
Assalamu alaikum. Can G1 4191 unmute a mic?
G1 4191
491.
491. Jazakumullah. G1 491. Assalamu alaikum. G1 491. Assalamu alaikum. Can you come to the mic, please? Okay, let's move on. Another student, please.
And G1 485 unmute their mic.
G1 485. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine.
Alhamdulillah. That's really good to hear. So we're going to move on to the second line. And again, we're practicing the stroke of vertical kasra and kasra. Okay, so we have the letter Jim, and this time it has a vertical kasra underneath it. So we're going to pronounce this for how many counts? Can you tell me?
2.
2 counts. Well done. So we're going to say G.
G.
Excellent. Good. Well done. Moving on, we have the same letter Jim, but this time it has a kasra. So how many counts are we going to spend on this?
1.
One count. Well done. So we're going to pronounce this as G.
G.
Excellent. Good. Next, we have the letter H, and it has a kasra. So we're going to pronounce it as he.
He.
Excellent. So we're only spending 1 second or 1 count on this. Next, we have the same letter, but with a vertical kasra underneath it this time. So this is he.
He.
Good. Excellent. Well done. Then we have the letter kha, and it has a kasra underneath it. So 1 count being spent on this. Khi.
He.
Excellent. Kha with a vertical kasra this time. 2 counts. Khi.
He.
Excellent. Good. Well done. Next, we have the letter dal, and it has a, what's this called? This stroke?
Kasra.
Kasra. Well done. So 1 count over here. D.
D.
Excellent. Now dal with a vertical kasra. D.
D.
Excellent. So we spent 2 counts on this one. So making sure to double our sound or the length of our sound compared to the first example over here. So one more time. D.
D.
Excellent. Good. Well done. Next, we have the letter dhal, and it has a kasra underneath it. V.
V.
Excellent. Good. Next, again, same letter, but this time, what does it have underneath it? What's the stroke called?
Vertical kasra.
Vertical kasra. Excellent. Well done. So 2 counts for this. V.
V.
Excellent. Good. Well done. Next, we have the letter ra, and it has a kasra underneath it. Ri.
Ri.
Excellent. And then same letter, but with a vertical kasra this time. Ri.
Ri.
Excellent. Just try and pronounce it for 2 counts only, okay? So not longer than that. One more time. Ri.
Ri.
Excellent. Good. Well done. G1 485. Really nicely read. Jazakumullah for coming on the mic. So now we're going to, let's go down to exercise 9.2, okay? And in exercise 9.2, we're now starting to form words. So whereas in exercise 9.1, we were only looking at individual letters with either kasra or vertical kasra on them, this time in exercise 9.2, we're looking at individual letters, but then we're joining them together to form a whole word. So we're trying to get some more practice in here. So let's have another student on the mic, please, for this.
Can G1 577 unmute their mic? Assalamualaikum.
Yes, assalamu alaikum. Can you repeat the ID, please?
Yes, G1 577.
G1 577.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you?
Take care.
Alhamdulillah, that's really good to hear. So we're moving on to exercise 9.2. Just give me 1 moment, okay? I'll just be back in 1 moment. Sorry about that. I just had to cough a little bit, so I had to go off mic. Okay, so exercise 9.2, we're going to start with the first column over here, okay? We have the letter tha, and it has a fatha on it. So do you remember the rule of fatha from last week?
Sa.
Yes, well done. So the rule of fatha is that we only pronounce it for 1 count or 1 second, okay? So like you said really well there, we're going to pronounce as tha.
Sa.
Good, excellent, well done. Now next we have the letter mim, okay? And it has a fatha again. So again, we're only going to spend 1 count or 1 second on this, okay? We're going to say ma.
Ma.
Well done, excellent. Now let's move on to the next letter. This is the letter ra, and it has a kasra underneath it. So we're going to pronounce it as ri.
Re.
Good, well done. Excellent. Now the next letter is the letter H, and what does it have underneath it?
A.
What's this stroke called? This is the stroke that we're focusing on today. Can you remember?
No.
No worries. Okay. So this is the stroke of vertical kasra. Okay. So this vertical kasra means that we're going to pronounce this letter for 2 counts. So we're going to say he.
He.
Good. Well done. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put all these letters together. We're going to form a word. Okay. So we're going to say thama rihi.
Sama. Yihi.
Excellent. Good. Well done. That was really, really good. So I just need to go and clear my throat for a bit. Support teacher, could you just take over for a moment?
Assalamu alaikum. Yes, I can.
Umu.
Very good. Okay. Can you do the next one for me?
Ye.
Can you say that again?
Ye.
It's re.
Ye.
Very good. Can you try that again?
Ye.
Okay. Can we do the next one?
He.
Very good. Okay. Now we're going to do it all together as a word. Can you do that?
Umu. Yihu. He.
No. Can we try that again?
Umu. Yihi.
Very good. Much better. Umurihi. Are you back?
Yes, Jazakumullah for taking over for just a moment. Okay, so sorry about that. We're just going to do this one again, okay? So well done, mashallah, G1 577. You're doing really well. So one more time, we're going to read this whole word together. We're going to say, Umurihi.
Umu. Yihi.
Good, one more time. Let's break it down a bit. O,
U.
mu,
Mu.
ri,
Yi.
hi,
Yi.
omu,
Umu.
rihi.
Yihi.
All together. Umurihi.
Umu. Yihi.
Excellent. Well done. That was really, really nicely read, mashallah. Jazakumullah G1 577. Let's have another student on the mic, please.
Can we have G1 815 on the mic?
Jazakumullah G1 815. G1 815. Can you come to the mic? Okay, no worries. Let's move on to another student.
Can we have G1 818?
G1 818.
Alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm good.
Alhamdulillah, that's good to hear. So we're going to move on to the next example, okay? We have the letter B with a kasra, so B.
B.
Good. Waw with a fatha, wa.
Wa.
Lam with a fatha, la.
La.
Good. So both of these, wala.
Wala.
Excellent. Dal with a kasra, di.
D.
Good. Now this is the letter ha, and it has a vertical kasra. So we're going to pronounce it as he.
E.
Good, well done. Just wait for me to say it, and then you can say it after me, okay? So one more time. Ha with a vertical kasra. He.
He.
Good. Dihi.
D.
Good, well done. Can you try saying that for me all together?
Wa. La. D. He.
Good, good try. Biwaladihi.
Biwawahihi.
Biwaladihi.
Biwalahihi.
Okay, try and say that a bit louder for me, okay? Biwa.
Biwa.
One more time. Biwa.
Biwa.
Ladihi.
Ladihi.
Biwaladihi.
Biwaladihi.
Good, excellent, well done, really nicely read. Next, we have the letter Ra with a Dhamma on it. Ru.
Ru.
Seen with a Dhamma. Su.
Su.
Lam with a Kasra. Li.
Li.
Good. Ha with a vertical Kasra. He.
He.
Good, excellent, well done. All together. Rusulihi.
Rusulihi.
Good, excellent. Rusulihi.
Rusulihi.
Excellent, well done. So what you're seeing over here is that the first three letters we're only pronouncing for one count each. And then the last letter, because it has a vertical kasra, we're pronouncing it for two counts. Okay? So timing is extremely important as we're reading this. One more time. Rusulihi.
Rusulihi.
Okay, try and say all these three letters for the same amount of time, okay? 1 second each. Rusulihi.
Rusulihi.
Excellent. Well done. Really, really nicely read. Jazakumullah for reading that for us. Let's have another student on the mic, please. Allah.
What is that? You need to be.
G1 456 on the mic, please.
G1 456. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you?
I am good.
Alhamdulillah, that's good to hear. So we're going to move on to the next example, okay? We have the letter Ba with a kasra. B.
B.
Excellent. Well done. Then we have the letter Ya with a fatha. Ya.
Ya. D.
Okay, just wait for me to say, okay? Well done. Dal with a kasra. D.
D.
And then Ha with a vertical kasra. He.
He.
Good. Well done. Excellent. So all together, biyadihi.
Biyadihi.
Excellent. Well done. So what's the letter that we're stretching for two counts? Can you tell me?
A vertical fatha.
Nearly there, nearly there. It's the vertical kasra that we're stretching for two counts. Okay. So this vertical kasra over here on the ha is what we're stretching for two counts. Okay. So one more time. Biyadihi.
Biyadihi.
Excellent. Good. Well done. Good pronunciation. Let's move on. We have kaf with a dhamma on it. Ku.
Ku.
Well done. Then we have the letter ta with a dhamma on it. Tu.
Tu.
Brilliant. Well done. Next we have the letter ba. Can you tell me what it has underneath it?
Kasra.
A kasra. Well done. B.
B.
Well done. Next we have the letter ha. And what does it have underneath it?
Vertical kasra.
Vertical kasra. Excellent. Well done. So how many counts should we spend on this letter?
2.
2 counts. Well done. So he,
He.
bihi.
He. Bihi.
Brilliant. Well done. Excellent. Now all together this is going to be kutubihi.
Kutubihi.
Excellent. Good. Well done. Really nicely read. One more time. Kutubihi.
Kutubihi.
Well done. Excellent. So like you just saw and like you read really nicely, the first 3 letters, the kaf, the ta, and the ba were only stretched for 1 count, whereas the ha was stretched for 2 counts. And that's because the first three letters had short strokes on them. So either a dhamma or a kasra. And then the last letter over here, the ha, it had a long stroke on it, long stretch on it, which is the vertical kasra. That's why we stretched it for 2 counts. So it's really important to first of all note what the stroke is that's on the letter. And then secondly, think to yourself, how many seconds or counts do I need to stretch this letter for because of the stroke? Okay, so that's what should be going on in your minds when you're looking at a letter. But brilliant, well done, G1 456. Jazakumullah for reading that for us.
Jazakallah.
Jazakumullah. If you could have another student on the mic, please.
Yes, can G1 639 unmute their mic?
G1 639. Assalamu alaikum. Six 39. Assalamu alaikum. Are you there? Okay, let's move on to another student then.
Can G1 630 unmute their mic?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Is that G1 630?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. I think we've got 2 students on the mic. Is G1 630 there?
I'm there.
Okay, brilliant. Jazakumullah. Okay, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well. So we're going to carry on with this exercise. We see over here the first letter is alif and it has a, can you tell me what this stroke is called? If you take your mind back to yesterday's class.
A vertical fatah.
Yeah, brilliant. Well done. And we know that because it's a vertical line, but it's found on top of the letter. That's why it's a vertical fatha. Okay, so we're going to pronounce this as well done. Next we have the letter ya, and it has a vertical fatha on it again. So ya.
Ya.
Excellent. Ya.
Ya.
Excellent. Next we have the letter ta, and what does it have underneath it?
Kasra.
A kasra. Well done. So D.
D.
And then we have the letter ha with a vertical kasra underneath it this time. He.
E.
Good. Well done. Excellent. Ayatihi.
Ayatihi.
Brilliant. Well done. Excellent. Now, can you point out to me which 3 letters in this word did we stretch for 2 counts?
The alif, the ya, and the ha.
Excellent. Well done. And then the ta, how many seconds did we stretch that for?
1 second.
1 second. Excellent. Well done. Really good. So one more time, or by yourself, try this.
Okay. Ayatihi.
Excellent. MashaAllah. Really, really good pronunciation and good timing as well. Excellent. Let's move on. We have ba with a kasra. B.
B.
Ya with a fatha. Ya.
Ya.
Dal with a kasra. D.
D.
Ha with a vertical kasra. He.
E.
Biyadihi.
Biyadihi.
Excellent. Well done. So the first 3 letters we're only pronouncing for 1 count, and then the ha is pronounced for how many counts?
2.
2 counts. Excellent. Well done, mashallah. Let's do another one. Ain with a fatha. Ah.
Ra.
Good. Well done. Mim with a fatha. Ma.
Ma.
Lam with a kasra. Li.
Li.
Ha with a vertical kasra. He.
He.
Oh, well done. Excellent. All together. Amalihi.
Amalihi.
Excellent. Good. Well done. So making sure that only the ha is stretched for 2 counts, whereas the other 3 letters are only for 1 count. So try this by yourself again.
Amalihi.
Excellent. Good. Well done. One more. Let's do this one. So ba with a kasra, B.
B.
Ha with a vertical kasra, he.
He.
Well done. All together. Bihi.
Bihi.
Perfect. One more time by yourself.
Bihi.
Excellent. MashaAllah. Really, really good pronunciation. And your timing was really good as well. Brilliant. Well done. Jazakumullah G1630.
Jazakallah.
Jazakumullah. Let's have another student, please.
Yes. Can we have G1 467 on the mic, please?
G1 467. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. I just got a bit of a sore throat. That's why it's been causing a bit of an issue today. But Alhamdulillah, I'm very well. Jazakumullah for asking. So we're going to move on to the next example. And in this example, we can see we have an alif with a vertical kasra. So we're going to pronounce it for 2 counts. Okay, we're going to say E.
E.
Good, well done. Try and say it for a bit shorter amount of time, okay? So not too long, just 2 counts, okay? E.
E.
Brilliant, much better. Well done. Next, we have a lam. Can you tell me what stroke it has on top of it?
Fataha.
Nearly there. Now, it looks like a fatha, but it's a vertical fatha, okay? It's a fatha that's been vertically placed on top of a letter. So it's a vertical fatha. Okay, so we're going to pronounce this for 2 counts. We're going to say la.
La.
Brilliant, well done. Then we have the letter fa with a kasra, fi.
Fi.
Brilliant, well done, excellent. All together, ilafi.
Ilafi.
Excellent, mashallah, well done. So both the alif and the lam we pronounced for 2 counts, and this final letter fa we only pronounced for 1 count. Okay, so we have to be really careful with our timing, making sure that each letter is pronounced for the correct amount of time, depending on what stroke it carries. Okay, so let's move on to the next letter. Next example, we have the letter ha, and what does it have on top of it? What's this stroke called?
Vertical fataha.
Brilliant, well done. So ha.
Ha.
Next, we have the letter dal, and it has a kasra, v.
V.
Excellent, well done. Next, we have the letter ha with a vertical kasra, he.
He.
Excellent. So because it has a vertical kasra, we're pronouncing it for how many counts?
2.
2 counts. Excellent, well done. So both the ha and this ha as well, they have either a vertical fatha or a vertical kasra. So both of these letters we're going to pronounce for 2 counts, and then the dal is pronounced for 1 count. So let's try that all together. Hadihi.
Hadihi.
Excellent, well done, mashallah. Really, really good pronunciation. Let's move on. We have alif with a vertical fatha. So lam with a kasra, li.
Li.
Ha with a vertical kasra, he.
He.
Good. Alihi.
Alihi.
Excellent, good, well done. So we have to ensure that alif and ha are given the same amount of time of 2 counts. Try that by yourself.
Alihi.
Well done, excellent, really good pronunciation. And let's do one more example. Qaf with a kasra, Qi.
Qi.
Excellent. Ba with a fatha. Ba.
Ba.
Okay, well done. One more time. Ba.
Ba.
Lam with a kasra. Li.
Li.
Excellent. Then we have ha with a vertical kasra. He.
Hi.
Well done. Qibalihi.
Qibalihi.
Excellent. Well done, mashallah. Really, really good pronunciation and really good timing as well, which is brilliant. Well done. Jazakumullah. G1 467. Okay, so that's the end of exercise 9.2. What we'll do now is we still have some time, so let's have another student on the mic and we'll go through some examples from the first exercise that we missed initially.
Can G1 768 unmute their mic?
G1 768.
Yes. Hello.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, Jazakumullah for asking. So we're going to carry on with some of the examples that we missed out in exercise 9.1. So let's start with this one, okay? So this is the letter Z, okay? Yeah, you can read Tawud and Tasmiyah if you wish. Okay. We have the letter Z with a vertical kasra. Z.
Z. Z.
Okay, just wait for me to say it and then you can follow along with me, okay? So one more time, this is the letter Z and it has a vertical kasra. So Z.
Z.
Excellent. Try and stretch it for 2 counts, okay? One more time. Z.
Z.
Excellent. Good. Well done. Brilliant. Next, we have again the same letter but with a kasra. So Z.
Z.
Yep. Well done. One more time. Z.
Z.
Yeah. So this is pronounced for 2 counts and this is pronounced for 1 count. So there's a difference in timing. So we have to be careful for that when we're reading. Let's move on to the next letter. This is the letter Sin. It has kasra. C.
C.
Well done. Excellent. Now next we have the same letter but with a, what's this called? Stroke. Can you remember what this stroke is called? We're focusing on it in today's class. Sorry, I didn't hear you. What's the stroke called?
Vertical kasra.
Yeah, well done. Excellent. This is a vertical kasra. Good, well done. So this is pronounced for 2 counts. We're going to say C.
C.
Good, well done. Just try to limit your timing to 2 counts, okay? Don't stretch it for longer than that. C.
C.
Brilliant, well done. Next, we have Sheen with a kasra, she.
She.
Sheen with a vertical kasra, she. Good, well done. Just wait for me to say it, okay? One more time. She.
She.
Brilliant, well done. Sod with a vertical kasra, si.
C.
Good. Dod with a vertical kasra, di.
D.
Good, well done. Ta with a vertical kasra, ti.
Three.
Brilliant. Zod with a vertical kasra, z.
Z.
One more time. Za with a vertical kasra, z.
Z.
Excellent. Ain with a vertical kasra, I.
E. E.
Brilliant. Well done. Good sound. Ghain with a vertical kasra, ghi.
Away.
Excellent. Good. Well done, mashallah. G1768. Jazakumullah for coming on the mic. Can we have another student on the mic, please?
Can G1 59 unmute their mic?
Sorry, I missed the ID. G1589.
89.
G1589. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. We're going to let's do some of another.
G1589.
Yep, G1589. That's right on the mic. So we're going to carry on with the next example. This is the letter F. And what does it have underneath it? What's the stroke called that we're focusing on today?
Kasra. Kasra.
Nearly there. It's a vertical kasra. Okay, so it's not a kasra, it's a vertical kasra because it's vertically placed below the letter. Okay, so we're going to pronounce this as fi.
Fi.
Excellent. Then we have qaf with a vertical kasra. Qi.
Qi.
Good, well done. Really try to produce a thick and heavy sound as you say that. Qi.
Qi.
Good, well done. Just practice that sound of the qaf, okay? It's a really thick and heavy sound that comes from the middle of your throat, okay? So really try and focus on where that sound is being made from. Qi.
Qi.
Okay, good. Just keep practicing that one, okay? Next, we have the letter kaf with a vertical kasra. Ki.
Qi.
Good. Lam with a vertical kasra. Li.
Li.
Good. Mim with a vertical kasra. Mi.
Mi.
Noon with a vertical kasra. Ni.
Ni.
Good, well done. Wow with a vertical kasra. We.
Vi.
Next one is he.
He.
Good. Now, next one is Hamza with a vertical kasra. Now, Hamza produces the same sound as an alif. So this one will be E.
E.
Good. Next is Ye.
He.
Good. Next is Ti.
Ti.
Brilliant. Well done. Now, this is ta marbuta al marbuta. Okay, this is the name of the letter. So this has a kasra underneath it, and this produces the same sound as a ta. So this is ti.
Ti.
Good. Well done, mashallah. Really nicely read. Jazakumullah 1589.
Jazakumullah.
Jazakumullah. If you could have one more student on the mic, please.
Yes, can G1604 unmute their mic?
G1604. Assalamu alaikum. G1604.
Assalamu alaikum. How
Walaikum
are you?
assalam. Alhamdulillah, I'm very well. How are you? How are you today? You okay?
Okay.
Alhamdulillah, that's good to hear. So let's do a few more examples. Let's carry on and start with exercise 9.2 again. Okay, so we have the first letter.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Good, well done, nicely read. Okay, so if every student for future classes as well, if you could all read Tawud and Tasmiya at the beginning of the class when everybody reads it, and then that way we can save time when everybody comes on the mic and you can just start with the lesson, okay? But well done, really nicely read. So this is tha with a fatha, tha.
Sa.
Tha.
Sa.
Yeah, just wait for me to say it and then you can follow with me, okay? Tha.
Sa.
Mim with a fatha, ma.
Sa. Ma.
Good. Ra with a kasra, ri.
Ri.
And then ha with a vertical kasra, he.
He.
Good, well done. So all together, samarihi.
Samarihi.
Good, well done. Now try and focus on the sound of this th. Okay, so we take the tip of our tongue. Just follow with me. We take the tip of our tongue. We touch it to our top two teeth, okay? Th. Okay, one more time. Good, well done. So rather than saying sa, we're saying tha. So there's a difference in the sound. So try that one more time. Thamarihi.
Samarihi.
Brilliant, well done, good, excellent. Let's move on to the next example. We have an ayn with a dhamma. Oh, good. Meme with a dhamma. Mu.
Mu. Umu.
Good. And then a ra with a kasra. Ri.
Ri.
One more time. Ri.
Ri.
Good, excellent. And then we have the letter ha with a vertical kasra. He.
He.
Good, well done. So all together. Umurihi.
Umurihi.
Excellent, well done. So of these 4 letters, which is the letter that we spent 2 counts on?
Ha.
The ha, excellent. And why was that?
Vertical kasra.
Yes, well done. So because of the vertical kasra underneath the ha, we spent 2 counts on this letter. Otherwise, on the first 3 letters, we only spent 1 count on those. Okay. So as I've been saying continuously throughout class, we have to really focus on the stroke that's on top of the letter or underneath the letter, and then we have to produce the appropriate sound for the appropriate amount of time as well. Okay, so one more time, try that by yourself.
Umurihi.
Brilliant, well done. Now really try and focus on the sound of the ayn. Okay, I know it's a difficult sound to make, but try and make that distinctive sound from the middle of your throat. Umurihi.
Umurihi.
Brilliant, well done. Just keep practicing, okay? Well done, Jazakumullah G1 604 for coming on the mic today. Okay, so that was exercise 9.1 and 9.2 that we've covered in today's class. And now I'd like to set you your homework, which is to practice exercise 9.2 in particular. Okay, so page 55 in your Talimul-Quran books. So let me just show you again, exercise 9.2. This is exercise 9.2. So we've covered it in class, but at home after class today, whenever you get the time, even if it's just 5 minutes, just go over this exercise and pay close attention to timing. Okay, so what I mean by that is if a letter has a short stroke on it, so for example, a fatha, a kasra, or a dhamma, then we spend 1 count or 1 second on it. Okay, but if a letter has a vertical fatha on it or a vertical kasra underneath it, then we spend 2 counts on that. Okay, so timing is extremely important, so please do take care of that when you're practicing this exercise at home. So I hope you've all noted down the homework, which is to practice exercise 9.2 on page number 55. And pay close attention to timing. So that's your homework for today. So please ensure that you find time to do this. So we'll end today's class with our closing dua. So if you could please have a student on the mic for that.
Yes, can G1 815 unmute their mic?
G1 815. Assalamu alaikum. G1 815, are you there?
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. We're going to end with our closing dua. So let's start with Dawood. A'udhu billahi min shaytanir rajim. Okay, just follow, say that after me. Okay, so start from the beginning, from Dawood.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim.
Good. Now at the beginning over here, we have to say A'udhu.
A'udhu.
Yeah, good. So rather than saying A'udhu, we're saying أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Good, well done. Okay, and let's do tasmiyah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Good, well done, excellent. Now we're going to do the closing dua. So just wait for me to say it, and then I'd like you to repeat after me. Allahumma arhamni.
Allahumma arhamni.
One more time. Allahumma arhamni. Okay.
Allahumma.
Okay, G1815, just wait for me to say it, and then you can say after me, okay? And that way it will be clear for both myself and you as well, okay? So just wait, let me say it. We're saying, Allahumma arhamni Bil-Qur'an
Bil-Qur'an
Nil-Azim.
Nil-Azim.
Good, well done. And the translation.
Allah had
Have mercy on me through the Quran,
to the Quran,
the Great.
the Great.
Well done. Excellent. Jazakumullah for reading that for us. And Jazakumullah to everyone for joining us in today's class. And inshallah, we'll see you again, same time tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.